Just when you think you've seen it all, people do this. Basically, I think Donald Trump gets a bad rap because there are a lot of racists and like undercover racist people in the freaking Republican Party. I mean, for those of you always screaming, it's not about race. It wasn't a race thing. It's a police brutality thing. Listen, do y'all see this sign right here saying all lives matter? Let's, it says all lives matter. My little banner's in the way and I can't move it. Okay. It says all lives matter. But all lives don't matter, or we wouldn't have needed to make Black Lives Matter in the first place. I'm tired of explaining why we needed Black Lives Matter in the first place, because I can talk until I'm blue in the face. People just don't get it because they don't want to get it, because they don't need to, they don't have to, and it's an underlying racism, if you ask me. It's a deep-seated racial issue. If you are literally screaming all lives matter right now instead of Black Lives Matter, something is severely wrong with you. Nobody is saying that all lives don't matter. We're focused on Black lives right now. Let's talk about the young man who they just found hanged, and none of the circumstances made sense. They are literally sacrificing Black people on a daily basis. And then that's why when people lately, they've been sending me videos talking about, hey, make this go viral. Another Black person got killed. I'm not posting it because I believe it's a sick obsession with watching Black people die. Some people actually got sexual gratification from sitting there watching George Floyd die. And I'm not going to be a part of sharing that anymore, because now I literally think it's a conspiracy to just literally glorify killing Black people. And little videos like this, why would you feel the need to reenact George Floyd's? First of all, how can you call yourself not just a Christian if you are, but a human being if you saw nothing wrong with that man having his knee on George Floyd's neck for 7 to 8 minutes and killing him on camera in broad daylight? If you saw no problem with in the fact that that man's hands were in handcuffs and he had 2 or 3 other officers sitting on his legs, they still wanted to say they felt threatened and they wanted to say that he was resisting arrest. How are you resisting arrest when you're unconscious? Can somebody make that make sense for me? What does it say? Seasoned something for sale. I don't even know what that sign says. I think they're trying to be funny. I don't even know. But I don't, and I'm the first one to say, why can't, there be a wet WET like we have BET, white entertainment television? I used to say stuff like that. I used to say, how come white people can't scream white power and not be deemed racist, but Black people can go around screaming Black power and not be considered racist? And then I thought to myself, because everything is white. Every month is white. Most everything in this world is run by a white person. They even want to, we can't have anything for ourselves. They have hijacked the Black Lives Movement and Tifa and all that, and they run around here trashing stuff, looting and doing all this other stuff. It's not just us, but they will put us in the forefront, right? And make it seem like we're doing. Like, can we ever have anything to ourselves? It's nothing personal, but if you have a white face leading a Black movement, We do not need a white savior. Like, I'm so tired of that. Let us have something for ourselves. And I guess I really been trying to like not speak on this as much as I could, because I'm very, very, very frustrated with a lot of white people right now because they act like they don't get it. We are always scrutinized for calling out the injustice and the racial discrimination. Y'all just want a handout. Y'all always want to pull the race card. Y'all always want to complain. The simple fact that you are oblivious to the fact because you're not black and you don't experience it, so it doesn't exist. That's a very closed-minded individual that lives in a small box and was raised under a rock if you don't see what's going on. And don't give me that more black people get killed. No, more white people get killed by cops than blacks. Probably because there's more white people in the world overall. There's more black people in jail than whites, and they're only 14%. Probably because the justice system is not equal and the punishment doesn't fit the crime. There was a judge who was getting paid to give people life sentences for minute offenses. And it was minorities. It was black and it was Hispanic and it was other quote unquote people of color. So don't give me that, oh, y'all are in jail more than us. Probably because it's set up that way. That's an excuse. You're always making excuses for black people. Why do black people get to call us crackers and all that stuff? I don't advocate for that either. And I definitely don't advocate when they say black people can't be racist. That's stupid. Black people can't be racist because they have no power. We have a combined spending power of over $2 billion a year. The problem is we're consumers and we don't build. Stop with the victim mentality. Black people can't do anything. In the dictionary, it does not say the definition of racism excludes black people. It has nothing to do with your socioeconomic background. Miss me with that bull crap. But black people are not broke. We just don't build. Time out. I'm tired of everybody. I don't want to have nothing to do with nobody. That's why I'm not replying messages. And if it ain't business related, I'm not replying to emails. I'm not replying to text messages. Leave me alone. I don't like people of all races. They're selfish. They always got a hidden agenda. They want to only be associated with you because they feel like they can boost themselves in any way, some type of way, or they can start their YouTube channel. Miss me with that bullcrap. Leave me alone. If it ain't business, if you ain't donating, leave me alone. And that's how I feel right now, because 2020 has really exposed America's true colors. 2020 has really exposed these undercover races. And I'm quite frankly, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of black people making excuses, trying to play the victim all the time. But I'm also tired of white people trying to act like that we don't have a right to feel fed up with what's going on in America and how y'all can just continue to kill with impunity. I'm tired of it. And I'm not the only one. So I don't care about anybody that's offending this video. I ain't spit nothing but truth. And I ain't did nothing but make sense. And I'm logical. And I don't care about how you feel offended. I care about my people not continuously being killed and being stereotyped just because you feel like, oh, they think all white people are racist. I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm in a video like this. I never said all. But if it's okay for you to generalize all black people and say we're all hood rats and we're all on government assistance and we're all baby making if it's okay for you to generalize us, then why is it not okay for us to say, well, all white people are racist? I'll leave you with that food for thought. That's your girl at Tiffany M. Draper. But I ain't your girl right now. Because I don't want no dealings with none of y'all.